All right, we're going to do the solid geometry for this square-based pyramid. Okay, I've asked you to draw the given views, and then you need to project the left view and the right view, and you need to print a suitable heading for this thing. Right, let's start out. First of all, it is a first angle orthographic projection, which means that I've got a front view and a top view. To start out, I need to draw that square over there, and it says that it has a side of 30 millimeters. Now, to draw that, my recommendation is that you just have a look at this idea. I'm just going to draw in very quickly a little triangle over here. Okay? If you look at that, I've got an isosceles triangle over there, which means that that length and that length is the same. Okay? And because it's 30, that length over there would be 15 millimeters. If I set my pair of compasses to 15, do that quickly. There we go. 15 millimeter radius, and I take that, and I then draw in a nice circle, just a construction line circle going around over here. And then I take my set square and I line it up so that it makes a tangent to that circle over there, and a tangent to the circle over here and over there. You'll find that you've got your perfect square, and you can then draw that in nice and dark. There we go. There we go. That and that. Right. Because you are looking down on this thing, you can then see a line going from there to there and from there to there. I'm going to take those lines up into this view over here, from there, all the way up there, and from there to there. I can then draw in the base on my front view. Here we go. And it says that this has a height of 60 millimeters. So a measure of 60 very quickly. Take that in over here and mark that off at the top there. And I can draw in a line going from there up to there, and from there down to there. And I'm going to draw in this line as well, and you'll see why I need to draw in that line. Right, let's start over here. I'm going to label this. That is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And I like to label the apex as 0. There's 0 at the top. Number 1 is on that corner. Number 2 is at the front. Number 4 is at the back. And number 3 is on that corner. Right, let's have a look at drawing the left view. If I'm standing on the left-hand side, there's me. I'm going to look across at this thing. What line can I see right in front of me? It is 1, 0. Okay, how do I get that into that view over there? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, draw a construction line coming out from the base, going across from 1 into the left view. The left view is on the right-hand side, and a line going from 0, going across into my left view. I then measure off this distance from 0 to the XY axis. Can you see that XY axis over there? Measuring from 0 to the XY axis, go up to 0 over there, take it across to this new X1, Y1 axis, place that down, and label it as 0. I'm going to do the same for number 1. There is number 1 from the XY axis down to 1. Find 1 over here, take it across to the XY axis, the new XY axis over there, and mark that as 1 over there. You should find that those 2 points are directly in line with each other. Right, let's have a look. Number 2, from the XY axis to number 2, that distance. There is number 2 on the front view. Take it across to the new XY axis and place it down over there and mark it as 2. Right, let's just have a look at this idea. I have got line number 1, 0, right in front of me. I can draw that in dark. If I'm standing over here, my right hand is touching number 2. So on the right hand side of my view, I need to draw in a line coming down from 0 to 2, and that must be in my right hand. Let's have a look where point 3 is. Point 4. Let's have a look at point 4. There is point 4. It is close to the xy axis, that distance from xy axis to 4. Find 4, go across to the xy axis over here, plant that down over there, label that as 4. What have I got here? My left hand would be touching number 4. Note over here in my left view, my left hand is touching number 4. Right hand on 2, left hand on 4. Right, 3 over here is right at the back. If you look at this, number 1 and number 3, they are in line with each other. So if I come across over here, number 1 and 3 from the xy axis are in line with each other. There is 3. Right, I can draw in the base of it, going across over there, and I can see that I understand the drawing by the numbering. I'm going to do the same thing for the right view. Take the distance from xy axis to 0, go up to the top over here, draw a line coming across from 0, measure from the xy axis that distance that I've just measured off there, and label it as 0. Number 1 and number 3, they are the same distance, coming across over here. There's number 3 and number 1, taking it across over here, label it, and I can write down number 1 and number 3. If I look at this, number 3 is the line that is in the front, and number 1 would be the line at the back. If I'm standing over there, 3 in front, 1 at the back. Right, number 2 is furthest from the xy axis. Find 2, go across over here to the new xy axis, mark that off. There is 2. Number 4, closest to the xy axis. Number 4, closest to the xy axis. There's number 4. I can now draw in a line going from 2 to 0, from 3 to 0, and from 4 to 0. Note I said 3 to 0. Number 1 to 0 would actually be done in hidden detail, but it would be behind number 3 0, so you couldn't see that. There is the drawing completed.